Cost per kilometer.
You have not started permanent work.
Cost per kilometer.
That contract.
Minister,
and
cost
this is what
per
we are doing
kilometer. Cost per kilometer. Just give me the number. Cost per kilometer in this first 30 kilometers. Quickly, Minister. Cost per kilometer.
Well, Senator Umahi, I will go ahead with my question. Cost per kilometer, that can be communicated elsewhere, outside morning show. Let's focus on the issues.
Minister Umahi, so what you have just come, and good to see you again, what you have just come to tell us here, that you are doing a project,
Rufai.
Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. What you have just come to tell us here is that you are doing a project worth trillions without transparency and an open bidding process that gives everybody the chance. Can you show me if there was
somebody tell
hang on a minute, let me finish now. Let me finish. I gave you the chance.
Rufai, hold on.
Can you show me?
You don't darken counsel without knowledge.
No, wait a minute.
I'm putting you right so that you can ask.
Let me finish.
No, get information right.
You won't allow me finish. Let me land at least and you respond.
You are finishing on wrong.
Wait now, Minister. You want to take this interview from me? Let me ask the question and you correct it.
Rufai, you are dark.
Let me ask the question and you correct it. Please, let me speak, Minister. We are very good friends. So, you know, you gave me honorable mention at the Millennium Bridge. You are my man. Bless you. So, what you are saying is that no independent free bidding process for everybody. You just went along with high tech because they did some work in Lagos before. And the argument you are making, with due respect, Minister, that they brought equipment to help in the, independent bridge scenario and all of that. That's no big deal. They are benefiting from the government in other ways through the coastal road. So it's not an argument. So you are saying that there was no open tender, at least give others a chance to bid. Secondly, Minister, I want to bring forward the case of Windsor. You will react, Minister. You will react. Let me have my time. You will react to it.
Rufai, hold on.
Minister, I'm not finished asking my question now.
As your own.
You have not finished now. You will react to
one. Let me correct this one.
You will react to it. Give me the chance. You see, we are wasting time. Winsome Homes, she said she got some money from the diaspora. And there's been a back and forth I've been seeing in the news. I don't know what your take is on that Winsome Home project, the real estate developer. Thirdly, Minister, give me empirical facts of how much you have spent for this first 30 kilometers that is about to be commissioned. How much you have spent in also the street light deployment and other things that you've deployed in this first 30 kilometers. So let us know a price range variation. If you can also give me kilometer by kilometer spending and some other empirical breakdown so we can see it. If you can't finish it here, you can send the documents to us so that we can just also assess the spending. Thank you, Minister.
Rufai, first and foremost is that you have to recall that you carried your calculator, and I was in the studio, and I was giving you the figures. I didn't carry calculator like you, and your calculator could not properly calculate what I was saying. It was, Dr. Abati that came between us. He said, okay, leave the calculation. So I ran the figures. Rufai, the first 47 by 47 kilometer of the Section 1 Coastal Highway was awarded at 1.068 trillion. And we have 30% component of the federal government counterpart funding and 70% loan component. As of today, we have not secured one kobo loan on the project. But High Tech had invested their money, and that job is about 80% done. The solar light is not an isolated contract. It's part of the project, the road architecture. You have the cable ducting, you have the drainage, you have the tree planting, and of course you have the train track, which we have made provision, for future train construction. It's not part of my mandate, but we have to make that provision, for future. And then when you said we didn't give others the opportunity, and that's what I'm trying to correct you, that we have three kinds of procurement process. The first one is, restrictive for specialized jobs. And when we use, that specialized procurement process for sections 1 and 2, for section 3A and 3B, Sokoto Badagry, the Trans-Sahara route, it became selective tendering. Other contractors were invited in each of the other processes, and of course they bid it. And High-Tech won because of their technical competence, the equipment they parade, the number of expertise they have, and the local content components of their engagement, because they have a lot of our engineers engaged. They have a lot of our engineers being trained. They have a lot of services, being given, and even small contracts are being given to our engineers so that they can also learn and benefit from that. And so when you talk about how much have we spent on Section 1, we've paid 30% of the cost I told you. And when you come to Section 2, it's 1.33 trillion, and we have only committed 30% of the cost of that project. And the 70% is the loan component, and that loan component has not come. And that's why the development partners came, the Dutch Bank and the Development Bank of Southern Africa. They came and they were very much interested. Today, a lot of other African Development Bank, Islamic Bank, they are coming, knocking for us to interact with them. They're interested, seeing what we have done. And by December, I believe strongly that we would have completed Section 1. Section 1 is supposed to be for 36 months. But this 30 kilometer we've completed is being done within 1 year, 12 months. And I'm very, very, very happy with what High-Tech is doing. High-Tech is not just, a contracting firm. They are development partners of this country. And you see, people always look at one side of an issue. You are not looking at competence. You are not looking at ability to deliver the work. You are not looking at the equipment, availability of equipment. You are not looking at the risk being taken, by contractors doing this job. I know of other contractors in this country. Not all of them, but many of them, when we award job to them, they will never put a shovel on ground until they are paid mobilization. And that's why I changed the narrative. And in the contract, I say, listen, if we give you a job, because at the bidding process, you will tell us about your financial capacity. If we give you a job and then within 30 days you have not started permanent work, you now deem that contract is terminated. And when we give you mobilization, we are not giving you another money until you exhaust that mobilization and end a milestone, over and above the mobilization.
Minister,
and this is what we are doing to checkmate people that are portfolio contractors. And that is working. And that is what the president directed we should do. And that is what we are doing.
Cost per kilometer. Just give me the number. Cost per kilometer in these first 30 kilometers. Quickly, Minister. Cost per kilometer.
Well, Senator Umahi, I will go ahead with my question. Cost per kilometer, that can be communicated elsewhere, outside morning show. Let's focus on the issues. I ask you, during the May 21 APC National Summit,
it's like I lost
at the Villa.
I lost the studio.
Can you hear me,
yes,
sir?
Yes, I was asking for the cost per kilometer, which is a very important question, Senator. Very important question. Cost per kilometer. That's accountability of the people. Very important. If you can give us the cost per kilometer
we'll
question.
Take a short break. Rufai was asking you, what is the cost per kilometer of these roads? And he insists that you should answer that question. So, because it has to do with accountability. And then finally, when you were governor in Ebonyi State, you had Ebonyi Airport. That Ebonyi Airport has not functioned, though, since you left. What is going on?
The cost of the project, the cost of the project cannot be said
per
to
kilometer.
Be... Look,
per
this
kilometer.
is one single cost per kilometer. Yes, but you were the one that stopped me when I was doing off-head calculation of that. And I arrived, and from the empirical factors, using the basic material cost in the market, to arrive at 4 billion per kilometer on the first section of the coastal highway. The second section has a lot of bridges and flyover. For example, at the Dangote refinery, we are passing in front of his refinery, and the engineering factor there is that you must have free flow of trucks in and out without any hindrance. And so that place we now made the carriageway, the span, to be 64 meters, as against 15 meters of spans of bridges and flyovers. So that one, you cannot easily say, look, this is the cost. So it's going to be the cost of the bridges and flyovers plus the cost of the construction. And so when you get to, for example, we should have finished the first 47.47 kilometer up to Leko. And when you see the clip of tomorrow, we are going to release the clip of tomorrow, tagged the making of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. You will see impossibilities being turned to possibilities. You will see the terrain. And then I would like Rufai to tell me any other section of this country that has such a terrain. Now we want to procure the project that is running from Ogun, down to Ondo. And we discovered that 40 kilometers at the Ondo axis has pit that is going up to 20 meters deep. And then we had to stop. So we invite experts, and then we are doing a lot of trials on what depth can the pit, sustain the load. So it's a lot to do with what the terrain is and what method statement are you going to deploy to, tackle the terrain. There was a section, and of course the section is still there, where I think it's about 5 kilometers of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal, which is section 1. You have pit that runs up to 21 meters. When we deploy the clips tomorrow, you will be able to appreciate what we are doing on the coastal highway. And people will stop, of course it's their right to ask what is the cost. But the cost is not a single digit, cost. The cost depends on the terrain. And then, of course, the facilities that are accompany, the terrain and the route.
Nigerians, I beg you now in the name of God. The question you are supposed to be asking, the question we are not supposed to ask for this electoral amendment matter, not be say, you should say Tinubu go sign am, or you should say Akpabio go pass am, oh, Tinubu no go sign am, oh, Akpabio no go pass am, not be the two we supposed to talk be that. The thing we supposed to talk be say, is it a good thing for us to have electoral amendment? The particular provisions that we are talking about in the amendment that we link in the description, na good thing. Now the thing what we supposed to ask first. So when we finish that one, we'll come ask the next question. All these our so-called representatives, are they representatives or are they represent the thieves? How would we know? If your senator, your House of Rep member, not collect this bill, present them, make them pass them, then you go know say that your senator or your House of Rep member, he not be representative, he not represent the thieves. And if this is the case, question for you, is it right for such people to return to the National Assembly? Is it? So this is an opportunity. It is a golden opportunity, a litmus test for your representative. Make una they ask the right question. Not allow them fool you, deceive you, say, oh, Tinubu now go sign up. Tinubu is not bigger than the law. Forget all this talk, say, oh, animal kingdom, all animals are equal, or some are more equal than the other. Yes. But they need something to stand behind. If they not get that thing, then they become anarchists. And they themselves will not want it. Not be the thing we're supposed to ask with that. What we're supposed to ask, say, this thing with the talk, so now good thing, now waiting Nigerians suppose support. Then, if now so, now true say, now good thing, then why our lawmakers or representatives, why them not they support them? Then if they not support them, we suppose vote for them again to come back to that National Assembly. The answer is no. So, make we ask the right question. Because if we plenty, where would they push this position? If we reach 30 million, if we reach 40 million, if we reach 50 million, where they push say, amend the Electoral Act. If Akpabio Siam, Tajuddin Siam, Tinubu Siam, they serve, then go fear. Then go amend this act. They go find another way to try, manipulate the system. But that way no go come day again. Then go come force themselves to begin do the right thing. And then when it reach election time, we go still do the right thing. the changing Nigeria no go easy, but e no dey impossible. Na small actions like this. Now we go take change am. Na small actions like this. If you do your own, I do my own. We dey contribute, they go. Randy Bitters don't do petition. Abi, he don't give them till June 6. June 6 don't they come now? 6 days to go. They never answer am. We don't put our voice, say, we must do that. They must amend this thing. We don't come take them forward. Say, okay, fine. We make the work easy for una, for the lawmakers. We don't come do the amendment. We don't type them. The work with their legislative aid supposed to do, we don't do them. And we don't say, okay, download them and just present them. That one come hard again. He hard, not hard. So now for them, for us to tell them, say, make them pass the bill. Pass the bill. That thing, now all of us supposed to talk. From the comfort of your home. If you feel come out, come the Occupy National Assembly, come out. If you get the mind. But talk or support the bill. Send them, give your representatives. I hope, say this message, if they reach the right people. Help us share them because people need to hear them. And help us tell person, make person tell person. That strategy we they want to use, make we first them use them. Why? Because we many pass them. How many them be? All these table manners people, how many them be? All these, oh, you don't talk when you are eating. How many them be? All these vampires them, where that they eat the blood, they drink the blood of other people and eat the flesh of other people in the name of their eating. For their mind now them sabi pass, now them. Now sabi connection, now get connection. All these people, how many them be? They're not many. If we gather, we go put them for their place. So make we come together. This bill, so lend your voice, support them. Make them amend them. Yes, the few amend them, may I next still try to do their wing. We get other things, we go add them. We'll talk about the second level, the third level, the fourth level, the fifth level, the sixth level, and the seventh level in the next video.